Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. We are back once more then. Okay, so let's get going then rather immediately. So, of course, we are playing once again the Battle of the Marianas. I almost said the hardest war there. Wrong video. How are we doing here, guys, then? Okay. Now, surprisingly little action last turn, but the turns are ticking by. The invasion draws closer. Who knows, we might see here. The carriers are going to be remaining I don't know, not too distant away from the Marianas here, so we'll see. We might pick up some additional strikes. And we still have our forces on the night combat patrol, so we'll see how it goes. We are now pushing more reconnaissance over Pagan and Saipan rather than Guam. So we'll see how this goes here. I have increased the amount of rest for the reconnaissance assets over there, and we'll talk. The good news is, once we do eventually arrive on the island of Pagan, it's going to be far easier. We're not going to have anywhere near the amount of fatigue, which is going to be excellent. So I'll be able to do a lot of local reconnaissance in the area of the Marianas. Okay, so we do see a reaction there. So, Task Force 40 has refueled Task Force 38, that's very good news. We do sight some reconnaissance, medium bombs in a big gun. Looks like this is actually at night. We have detected some assets out here as well. Okay. Righto. We are looking towards sending a larger amount of destroyers into the area around the Marianas as well. Principally, that's going to be able to, it's going to be aimed at drawing out the enemy. I want to draw out enemy aerial assets, really. Okay, so detecting fighter bombers. I tell you what, we might actually land earlier than I expected. And I'm hoping that we do not actually land tonight, otherwise we are going to be in a very interesting situation. I'm hoping I have one more day. I'm hoping that I have not completely mistimed. I thought it would have been another day yet. We'll see what happens here. Air phase operations. Okay. I think we might have just enough time to actually fix the situation. Though we'd look to as if we have arrived, and that's... Wow, okay. We'll see what happens. I think it will be definitely tomorrow that we do arrive. So I'm hoping, against hope, that we actually get a turn here just to organize invasion forces. But I mean, if it is... Yeah, I think we might have the ability here. Let's see, 12-hour phase. Moving into land phase, but I think, yeah, land. Oh, thank God for that. Okay, so, whoa, whoosh. So I was right, so we do have the time, and that's fantastic. Okay, excellent. We are very close to Pagan now as well, which is excellent. The good news is we'll be able to organize our forces for the landing. So we're going in tomorrow here, boys. We're going in for Pagan tomorrow, I do believe. If indeed it is landed forces, we'll double check there. But I'm going to assume it is, because there's a lot of forces in the area. Unless it potentially destroys, but I don't think the destroyers have arrived yet. But a lot to take a look at, so let's go ahead and take a look at this and see what the heck is going on. So, minor problems, major solutions, turn 16, guys. Here we go. I'm looking forward to this. I'm genuinely looking forward to this. I think we may potentially have it landed tomorrow. It is going to be very interesting, so let's go ahead and take a look at that. I'm hoping that we might have taken it by surprise here. Okay, so we have the minesweepers down here. Ah, I see. Okay. Well, that's actually not too bad here then. So what I can do then is replenish them at sea. They are going to remain here. I'm going to send them on patrol. They're just going to remain in this position here. Their role here then is, yeah, low threat threshold here, just basically stay there. Their job is to see if there's any mines. So that's quite good. I'm glad that they're actually there. As far as I can see, we don't have any mines. We have hit a couple of midgets around the area. Okay. Yeah, of course those have been grounded here. There's a lot of maintenance that needs to be done. We have the oilers leaving out over here. Have these forces out here too. It looks as if we haven't been discovered moving out to the port of Naval Talk here, so that's excellent news. Okay. So we do see a lot of submarines over here. Now, they may arrive too little too late, actually, to interdict us here. Yeah, this is great. Let's see. He does have a submarine over here, but what we will do then is set up a decent amount of ASW. But we are going to have to go in here. So we have our surface combat force over here, man, so he is aware of what's going on over here now. So this is going to be rather intriguing. Okay, it's go time, ladies and gentlemen, go time. So what we're going to do here then is I'm going to send this asset. They're going to go on to... Well, I'm not going to send them to patrol, but basically they are going to go... Let's see. I could head to the base at Agrihan there, but I'm not going to do that. So let's go ahead and take a look at the actual... right, Ocean Deep, okay. I could move to this point over here. Do not unload. Well, in fact, what I'm going to do then is I don't want to do that because, I mean, this is it. Well, we'll just move to this position here, then at least we do have the minesweepers in position as well, so at least that does give us something to work with. Now, what we could do here then is potentially have the actual surface combat forces set to aid them. Well, saying that actually, what I'm going to do then is move them just to the north to the island over here. At least I can actually place a small amount of force there to look after them. So send them to direct. I'm going to have them unload still, just in case. We don't want them basically being intercepted as such. Now, let's see. I'm so very glad that we do have the ability here to sort this out. Otherwise, it would have been very, very difficult. So let's take a look over here then. So we have the Gambia Bay. Yeah, we have a Guam landed force over here then. So what we're going to do then is we're going to set up for the air combat. Okay. Gambia Bay over here as well, so that brings us up to 4 CVEs. So we have Task Force 9-3. We'll have the Minneapolis and the San Francisco Guards here. Though saying that actually, I probably, in fact what we'll do then is we'll have the light cruisers. They're actually really very, very good. Very capable. So we'll have Santa Fe, Miami, Montpelier, and Birmingham. They're going to be acting as the escorts here for the escort carriers. So what we're going to do here then is we are going to have them set to move over here just to the north. They're going to linger in that area. There we go. Now what I'm going to do here then is we do have Hellcats and we have Helldivers. I'm going to set these Hellcats to, let's see, long-range combat patrol. Now these guys look to be pretty good here. Yeah, oh, wow, they're actually in perfect condition. Okay, that's excellent. So we'll set them to full-on 100% long-range combat patrol. So their target is going to be, in fact... Yes, this Task Force 37, the Guam Landing Forces. There we go. Right, so we strip them, but we'll have them able to be moved out shortly. What do we have here? Patrol Frigate. LSDs over here as well. It may be worthwhile just to get them in as well, to be fair. Yeah, we might have them go in with the initial forces, perhaps. At least then we'd actually have that down there immediately. So I think what I'll do then is I'll combine Task Force 9-3 and Task Force 3-7. At least then we have all of that there. They're not going in separate then, which is probably the best thing. It brings in additional supply as well, so that's not too bad. We have Destroy Minesweepers there as well. So what we'll do then is we'll look for a... I think we had another DMS, but I think the DMS is in here as well. Yeah, we have the Long and we have the Elliot. That's very good. So we have Destroyer Escorts. We have a number of APAs, we have a number of LSTs, we have a lot in this force here. Now, I don't particularly have a huge amount of destroyers, however. So we have the Minneapolis and San Francisco, the Sullivans, the Tingy. So what we'll do then is we'll combine 5-7 with 3-7. So Minneapolis, San Francisco, a number of other destroyers there be merged in. There we go. So that brings us up now. So we have the battleships Pennsylvania, the battleships California. So what we're going to do here then is set these guys to recon, well, reconnoiter Right, reconnaissance. Yep, so they're going to go ahead and reconnoitre the base over here to begin. What I want to do here then is try and grab a good couple of these actually, so we'll have California do the same as well. Ooh, I hope you guys are excited because I'm bloody well excited about this. So we're going to have them reconnoitre up again. Minneapolis is going to use her float planes as well. We will be hitting the beaches at night. I believe the unloading will take place at night, actually, as we are so very close by. San Francisco. Yeah, we're very close. I think this will take place at night. I can't see it being anything otherwise. So there we go. We're going to have a lot of reconnaissance over here. Let's take a look at what we're looking at here then. So 7,000. So we have a detection of just one here at the moment. I think that is due to the partial clouds. We do see some aircraft over here as well, actually. So it might be potentially worthwhile to try and suppress the enemy's airfield. Though saying that, I think we are in a position here where they can't stop us. We do have the main carrier forces nearby. So what we could potentially do here then is have long-range combat patrols over here. We could potentially sweep the airbase up again. It might be worthwhile to do that. We do see a lot of the surface assets that are over down here to the south. So he will be looking to send forces out here then. So I think what we'll be looking towards doing here then is I think I might detach a strong surface combatant force, maybe from the actual carrier, well, the main carrier forces, maybe even potentially split them up a little bit further. Maybe so. We do have a lot of assets in the area. I mean, even the landed forces themselves really aren't without power. For example, we do have 11,578 here on guns. We have a lot of AA potential, which is really nice. Torpedoes. I mean, the fact is we do have the Pennsylvania, we have the California, Minneapolis, San Francisco, which is quite a big asset. What I might do here then is potentially bring in some additional forces over here, maybe. Maybe 2 light cruisers. I mean, these Brooklyns are, these Clevelands are immensely powerful. So I'll bring in, in fact, I'll bring in another 3, actually. Yeah, we'll have the Montbelair, we'll have the Santa Fe and the Birmingham. So that does bring up our values here even more so. It's really all about just protecting the forces here. So what we'll do then is we'll have these guys run reconnaissance in the day. All about having that reconnaissance there, really. There we go, we do have the radar, which is very nice, make it very good. So, they're an absolute here, they have to make it in there. Pagana must be ours, guys, it must be ours. The Destroyer Escort's going to do a good job. What I might do here then is attach a Destroyer Escorts to actually act as a ASW, which would make sense. So, saying that actually, it might be worthwhile just to leave them in here, considering the fact that they're still going to act in that manner, more or less. Okay. What I'm going to do then is I'm going to buzz the airfields. Well, I'm not going to use the carrier escort aircraft for that, actually. So we'll have some more long-range combat patrol over them over here then. So over 3-7. There we go. So we'll have a good number of fighters there to actually, well, go ahead and protect them. So we do have a couple left over here to actually look after ourselves here. So they're flying night. Okay. So I have about 80% of them available for that. To protect the actual forces here. Saying that, it would probably be worthwhile running some of these flights at night, actually. That's a very good point. We'll run a flight at night, then. Yep, over 3-7. Make sure that they do have that protection there. Gambia Bay is going to be responsible for protecting our own. So 100% combat air patrol. There we go. So we do have some Avengers. They're run ASW. I'll have them run 100% ASW in this area. The reason being it is going to help to interdict any temps, ideally. So we do have the Avengers over here. These guys are also run ASW. So what we could potentially do here then is actually really rack up the amount of ASW missions in the area. The reason being at least then we can try to, yeah, I think it's probably not a bad idea actually. So we'll rack it up to 100% over here then. The reason being, if we can try to prevent enemy, what do we call it, submarines from being a real danger that's going to be worthwhile. Yep, so they could be moving there. Okay, what we'll do here then is I'm going to transfer over the Montpellier. Though saying that, let's see. I'll transfer in 2 of these destroyer escorts. At least then that's enough. Okay, you are going to plan for Pagan. At least that'll help us out here immensely. It's a shame to lose that plan bonus, but I think it'd be worthwhile. Okay. These guys. They're going to be very close here. We're going to have them stay fairly close to the actual action. The reason being they can actually lend their support then. So what I'm going to do here then is actually break off a surface force. So what I could do here then is actually break off the New Jersey perhaps or Alabama. The thing is, it's like these are very powerful warships. But the question is it worthwhile? What do I gain from throwing such powerful warships out there? They're better off really protecting the actual carriers, to be honest. I could dispatch the Salt Lake City and the New Orleans, which are... so we have a Pensacola class and we have a New Orleans class. Wow, these destroyers are actually quite low in fuel, aren't they? We'll throw out just the Salt Lake City then, and 3 destroyers. There we go, share that fuel out. Right, there we go. So there's going to be some additional warships in the area. Obviously, we are still going to be looking very much towards protecting our own carriers over here. So, let's take a look then. And the question is, what do we wish to do here then? So we could potentially buzz the airfield over Pagan, which might be potentially worthwhile. It does depend. I could buzz the other airfields, but I don't think I'm really going to gain too much, because I don't think he's going to be looking towards actual... I could hit his ground forces at Pagan. Though, it does make me wonder, is that worthwhile? It could be potentially worth a go at it, but I'm not super sold on it, really. So I think what we'll do then is we'll have them set to naval attack and ground attack. That's 10,000 feet there. So we see there's only 76 guns over here. Yep, so we'll have them hit Pagan. We'll have the actual Dauntless dive bombers do this in this task force then. So they're going to be set to naval attack, and their secondary mission is going to be ground attack. We're going to authorize the use of torpedoes. Increase the amount. Though what I'll do here then is some of these aircraft will run at night, some will run in the day. We'll have the Hornets aircraft do the night attacks too. Have them available for action against Pagan. Okay. So again, we have a very powerful force there. Okay, what I'm going to do here then is combine 5-0 and 5-2. If I can. Try the other way around. Ah, there we go. I think we've got them all. There might be some... Yeah, so support or escort. I might have it just set to escort then. If it means I can actually have them there, that's fine by me. At least then there with... additional assets. And these are these auxiliary repair ships are going to be really very good. So there we go, we have a large force there. Am I looking at the right forces here with the Oilers? I don't think I am. Oh, there's the Oilers, okay. Okay, head out there to begin. The idea here is going to be to put out a lot of forces in that area. I really am going to be going over the top here, because the thing is, if we beat him here and take Pagan, It is very good. He may do one of two things. He may send his assets out. He may actually retain them. It is going to be a very interesting one to see what he does do here. Because the reality is, should I gain an island, well, he knows what's going to happen. He knows things are going to get very, very bad. We'll see what happens. I think what we'll do here is fold them into one of the other forces. So 5-3. And go in 3-8 then. There we go. Right, this is the Tinian London force. Okay. What I'm going to do then is move them. I can keep them around about here for the time being, to be honest. Maybe move them a little bit closer. It might be worthwhile keeping them there just in the area. It would give the aircraft then probable range over here. But let's see, from here is about 7 hexes, so actually, it's not like I can do terribly much about it, but I guess we could try to move it a little bit closer to about there. And then at least we're in a position to support the landing forces, but not commit these additional forces, but they could be potentially committed if needs be. Right. It depends really on how many aircraft he has in the region here. Probably bringing them way too close there, really, isn't it? Moving to about that position there, really. Remain on station. I'm going to increase the amount of dive bombers on search. Naval bombers are going to be out there as well. Basically, these guys are going to be here just to support the landings. I think it's one of these, like, it depends really. He looks as if he's lost sight of the actual main carrier groups. I'm going really, really overboard here, because the fact is, I do not want to see these invasions disrupted. We do have a mine sweeping assets over here, so at least that is something. These guys do have depth charges as well, so at least they're there to actually try and ideally clear the way as well. Okay, they showed that fuel out there a little bit better. Yeah, it's going to be worthwhile. We'll see what can be done. I'm going to place down some additional submarines over the area. Try and surround it as much as possible, really. There we go. But the thing is, once we do this, then it is going to be worthwhile. Because if we do manage it, if we do break it, it's going to be really, really good. I'm going to send some additional assets as well to Overwatch. To them to watch over the amphibious HQ over here too. It may be worth it to sweep. Yeah, we'll send in a sweep mission over here then as well. Ideally, might be able to draw some of the enemy forces out. So let's see, 20k. We'll go for about 25,000 feet then. But yeah, as far as it goes, things are going to get rather interesting very quickly. So I'm going to have you meet... I suppose we'll have you meet Task Force 99. There's a lot of actual destroyers here, so actually what I'm going to do here then is I'll break off some ASW destroyer forces. Another one as well. And that'll be about it. It's all about trying to place units in the way of the enemy force here. So what we're going to do then... all of the reconnaissance is going to be over Pagan. But soon as we're able, I mean, soon as we can potentially take the island, I don't know how long it's going to take us to take this. We are going to be landing with a good amount of men. I mean, we are putting down here, let's see. So there's 11,709 troops aboard. There's a lot of supply there, a lot of equipment. We are putting down the 22nd Marine Regiment, it seems, over here, which, I mean, take a look at that type of equipment. That is very nice. I don't want to, like, remove the planning bonus for Guam. It's, like, so much to lose there. Yeah, we have a 4th Marine in there, 4th Marine, 22nd Marine. 773rd Amphibious Tractors, so naval support there. Yeah, so 305th Regimental Combat Team. Amphibious Tractors, USN Naval Construction Battalion, so that's additional engineers, engineer vehicles, aviation support. Yeah. A lot of Marines going in over here. I'm not gonna lie, if this is intended to take Guam, I'm sure, well, if this was intended to be landed at Guam, I think landed at Pagan's gonna be a lot easier. We take a look over there. I mean, it is rough terrain at Guam. Jungle's over here. Can't remember what it is. I can't unfortunately see what the thing is over here as of yet. But I think we should probably, I don't know. I think we might have it a little bit easier at Pagan. The good news is it doesn't look like he's reacted as such. He does have good detection over these severe storms over the area though, so we'll see and we'll hope for the best. I'm hoping that we'll have a adequate amount of, yeah. Just so much there. We have the carriers nearby, we have battleships on station, we have a great number of destroyers moving out to the area as well, we have a number of submarines in the area as well. So it's one of these things of where we're trying to do as much as we can. I mean, he's got a lot of his submarines over here, so I'm hoping that we might have been able to really catch him on the back foot here. We're going to try to ramp up that amount of detection. You can see moonlight is actually decreasing, which is interesting. Cruiser mine over. Okay, that's good to know about. Yeah, we know there's aircraft there, but we don't know how what they are. I don't think it's worthwhile attacking the actual airfield. I'm going to attack units to try and drive up their disruption and just try and cause some damage against them, really. And it's a decent enough aircraft from VCVE, so it would be beneficial enough to potentially have that. I think what we'll do then is actually take the Avengers over here, switch them over to bombs, about 10,000 feet. Have them run ground operations to pick out as well. Ideally, additional aircraft will be handy. So that's 93 aircraft there. These guys are still running naval search. Sorry, naval attack at night. Actually, which isn't. That's not too bad, actually. Yeah, have them run that. That's fine by me. A little bit of security there, nonetheless. Yeah, they're running naval. Up that to 30% for them at night. Right, there we go. So we have, what, 168 aircraft in total here. Not much in the way of Helldivers, but they're running ASW, which is fine by me, actually. In fact, I'm going to have them run 100% ASW for the time being, actually. Oh, I set them. Right, okay, I know what I did now. Where did I take the bombers from? Is it from over here that they're going to be coming from? Did I forget to put the order in? I might have forgot to put the order in. Okay, we'll have these guys run ground attack as well then. Well, naval attack with ground attack. Have we begun? Okay, there we go. So that leaves us then with 56 aircraft to help out there. These guys are running the ASW. Yeah, they do have a radar. Worthwhile, I suppose. What I'll do there is actually divide the unit. Two of them can run at night, one of them can run in the day. Oh, we can't run ASW at night? Okay, fair enough. Makes sense, really. Right, we'll go with that and just really hope for the absolute bloody best. And these guys in position, so it's one of these of like, well, they'll draw enemy attention. We'll have additional assets moving through the area here shortly. Unload, yes, please. Bloody hell. I'm glad I picked up on that one. Yeah, they're absolute there. Ideally, this will be enough. We'll have a good amount of guns, really. A lot of these ships are valuable as well, but we'll see. Once we do gain this, then at least I do have the ability to really just throw a great number of aircraft here. A fair amount of guns as well. If needs be, I can bring in additional reinforcements, but I think that should be enough. I mean, that's... I don't know, I don't think it's going to be like all frontline troops. I mean, they do have a decent amount of guns. So we'll see how it goes, really. So I'm going to say thank you very much here for watching, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be very interesting to see how things go in the next turn, really. Until next time, thank you and goodbye. I shall see you in the next episode, where indeed we shall have the landers up again. And ideally we'll have potentially a victory. I think it might take some days of fighting, but once I get the troops unloaded, I can get my men out of there, and everything is good. We don't have to worry about that. We'll see. Until next time, thank you and goodbye, guys. See you in the next episode. Goodbye for now.